Hi guys, we'll talk about basics of networking. Before going with networking, you need to understand the basic definition of a network. Network is defined as interconnection of two or more devices which are capable of communication. Now, what is communication? Communication is nothing but sharing some information. What is that information is all about? Information is all about messages, files, videos, audios, etc. Now the question comes up, what are these devices which we are talking about here? These devices are of two types. One is end devices, which involves PC, laptop, printer, scanner, mobile phones, etc. The second type involves network devices, which consists of router, switch, firewall, etc. Now the question comes up, why do we need network? If we talk about ages ago, we were having pigeon communication, wherein people used to send pigeons along with a letter in its mouth to exchange some information. Now, the question comes up, what is the disadvantage or the limitation because of this communication? Anyone can manipulate the information, first thing. Next is no security, slow process, no reliability, no redundancy. Redundancy means if, let's say, anything happens to that pigeon, then obviously your data is lost. Next thing, redundancy stands for if one path goes down, alternate path has to be available for the data transfer. So these are some disadvantages of communication ages ago. Not only this, we do have something called letter-based communication. For which we use post office, but this has very slow process. So in order to make this process a bit fast, networking was introduced. Now, what is the advantage of networking? Is it offers confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. Now, what is confidentiality? Confidentiality means data is encrypted for security purpose. If you take an example of your WhatsApp, there would be a message that data is encrypted from end to end. End to end means from one end of the mobile phone or from one end of the sender to other end, which is receiver, from one end to other end, correct? By using some advanced encryption system, which is AES. Now, the second thing is integrity, which is hashed. Let's check how integrity works. Let's say I have a message which is hi over here. Now, this hi message is put into this one by applying some algorithm. Which algorithm? Hash algorithm. Okay. Once we apply hash algorithm, we have this result. Now, this result is attached along with this message and sent to the receiver. Once the receiver receives this message, he will separate this hash value. He will also apply the same hash algorithm as the sender, and he will get an end result. He will compare this end result and the attached hash value. If both are same, then he'll get to know that the data integrity is correct. Data is not changed in between. This is how integrity is performed or applied. Next thing is authentication. Authentication stands for who are you? I mean, who is the sender? How is he being authenticated? Let's say in this case, some sender might be having some certificate which is being validated by this receiver by using certain mechanisms at the back end. We'll come to that part later on, but for now you understand that by some means the authentication is performed. Next thing, what are the advantages of the network by this thing? Now, the advantage is security, obviously, reliability, redundancy, scalability. Security means the data is encrypted. Reliability means if I'm sending any data, I'm expecting some acknowledgement. That is what is called as reliability. Redundancy means if one path goes down, we have the second path readily available to transfer the data. Scalability means it is spread over the large geographical area. Now let us understand types of network. Under the types, we have LAN, WAN, CAN, MAN, etc. So LAN means only 100-meter range is a geographical area. Now, WAN stands for wide area network, which is used in the internet level. CAN stands for campus area network, which is bound to university, school, or college. Next, MAN stands for metropolitan city, spread across the city. Now let us understand what are the different types of topologies in network. So we do have physical topology, we do have logical topology. Physical topology is, let's say, if you're traveling by flight, you know only about the source and you know only about the destination. You don't know what is in between, as you cannot see or how is it passing. So that is what is called as a physical topology, means which is visible to your eyes. Now, next is logical topology, is how the traffic is flowing or how the data is traveling from end to end, from one end to other, is called as the logical topology. Now, let us understand the types of traffic. Basically, we have two types of traffic. One is to the device traffic, the other one is through the device traffic. Well, let's understand the difference. Let's say if we have two devices, for example, A and B. Now, let us assume that we have a task wherein we want to take remote access of device B from A, just to manage device B. So that is what is called as to the device traffic. That is for device bound to device B. Next, let us understand what is through the device traffic. For that, let us consider three devices. For instance, device A, device B, and device C. Let's say the task is, for instance, A wants to reach C. In that case, then the traffic has to be passed through B, which means A traffic has to pass through B in order to reach C, which is called as through the device traffic. This device is also called as transit device in networking terminologies. Okay, so there are more videos to come up. We'll try to cover in depth, including everything. Till that time, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take